Welcome to a big episode of IKnowJAX. We started doing IKnowJAX 5 years ago on November 4th. Yep, it's been that long. When I started doing this show, I looked a lot younger and my hair wasn't gray at all. Well, maybe that's not true, but I have more gray hair now, I can assure you of that. It's been an awesome journey. I never thought our little show would grow up and establish itself so firmly in the Jacksonville market, but it's what happened. Now, personally, I never wanted to be on camera, and I know a lot of people who do, but I never had a desire to be on camera. I spent many years behind the camera and I was comfortable there. Now, being on camera talent is in many ways a real freaking hassle. I have to comb my hair. I have to wear clean shirts that are not too wrinkly, and on top of that, I have to speak semi-intelligently. And I'm not your typical anchor, man. I don't have that smooth voice, well-coiffed hair, and expensive suit and tie. Heck, I'm just your average Joe. What you see is what you get. So the big question here is, why are you here? Why are you watching? I'm thrilled that you have decided to stay and celebrate IKnowJAX's 5th anniversary with me. First, let me tell you how the whole thing started. We started out shooting the show in my small living room with a sheet hanging on the wall. This is what it looked like back then. Hi, I'm Joe Talentino, and welcome to the premiere of IKnowJAX. We show local spots where eating is an experience. One place that fits the bill is the Fox Restaurant in Avondale. But before long, we had moved into an office and we were filming at the CW studio. Now, I heard it through the grapevine from some of our viewers that they like beer, so we thought we'd make a beer segment. And I thought, who better to do that than our buddy Mark Wisdom, the beer guy.
I'm the beer guy.
You're the beer guy.
I'm the beer guy.
Oh, what about wine? So I said, what about wine? And started researching all the great wine guys in Jacksonville. And I found Chris
You came
Chislett.
up with one result.
One result. You came up. You were the best. You were at the top of the list. I'm at the Prime Osborne. Today I'm at Epic Burger. Today I'm down at the Clara White Mission. Today I'm at Taverna Yamas. Today I'm down at Hemming Park. Hey, I'm at the 25th Annual Food Fight. Today I'm at Tres Leche in Avondale. I'm at the Clay County Fairgrounds for the Scottish Games and Festival. Today I'm down at Hemming Park to check out First Wednesday Art Walk. It's the opening of the beaches weekend here in Jax Beach.
We just finished it with just a little bit of butter.
Just a little bit.
Well, in the South, that's a little bit of butter.
That is right. If Paulo Dean was doing it, that would be a minuscule.
Right, well, there would also be bacon.
Exactly. Pat Graham of CW's Vampire Diaries.
I like that you say it's CW.
CW. Well,
We are here in Jacksonville, Florida.
We are in the South. I am from Georgia, so.
And you are watching the CW.
CW.
You know, we just kind of get lucky on a lot of this stuff, and it goes well together.
Well, here's to getting lucky.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate it. You're right about that.
I love that.
And crazy stuff.
It's like, what's that? I don't know. It tastes good. Exactly. Don't ask if you don't know.
It goes well with beer, so I think we did
Everything, exactly. If you follow the show, I'm sure there may be times when you're going, I have a great job. I really do. I get to meet all kinds of people, from famous people like Jane Seymour to local celebrities like Donna Deegan. I also get to go on a bunch of different adventures. Personal with dolphins on the dolphin tour, they really mean it. Look at this. Don't wake him up. I came down to Moss to check out their latest exhibit, Dinosaurs Unearthed. IKnowJAX is an independently produced local TV show. What does that mean? Well, that means that we're not owned by a media conglomerate or a big company. We're a small, and I mean really small, locally owned business. Now, you've made IKnowJAX successful by supporting us, watching our videos, subscribing to our newsletter, and following us on social media. Thank you. Don't forget about our tasting dinner and 5th anniversary celebration at Culhane's on November 29th. We're having a special dinner to celebrate our 5 years. The food at Culhane's is awesome, and guess what? You get to taste scotch and learn about that too. It's going to be a great time, and you can find the tickets and information at IKnowJAX.com.
The Flying Fortress, the B-17, has become an icon of American power. The crew members who flew the bombers during World War II were real heroes.
They were flying these airplanes over enemy territory for 8-10 hour missions in very hazardous conditions, everything from the freezing weather to the flak and fighters. And I mean, they were just brave guys. And then this Memphis Belle airplane kind of highlights the fact that not many people ever made it 25 missions. And this was one of the first airplanes, or this is a replica of the Memphis Belle that was one of the first to make 25 missions. The way they planned the mission was they would decide how far they needed to go, to what city they were going to. They'd figure out how much fuel they had to carry for that, and then they would figure how many bombs they could carry and still have enough fuel to get back and forth. Then they would figure out how many airplanes they needed to take out there to deliver the amount of tonnage of bombs they wanted to drop.
There's not much space inside the Flying Fortress for the crew, which usually consisted of 10 to 13 people.
The nose of the airplane is what housed the Norden bomb sight, and actually just very few airplanes would contain that Norden bomb sight. Just the lead airplanes on a bombing run would have that, and the other airplanes would drop their bombs, they called them toggeliers, on the lead airplanes dropping of their bombs. And then just aft of him, you'll notice on some airplanes they have the Astrodome there, but that was where the navigator would sit, and it was his job to plot their course and get them very close to where they needed to be. Then the bombardier would take over and do the bombing run over where they were trying to hit. And then now you go upstairs into the cockpit, and that's where the pilot, co-pilot, and they had a top turret operator. He was also called the engineer. So you had 2 guys in the nose and 3 guys in the cockpit area. So the engineer was a kind of a mechanic, knew the airplane very well, but he would operate the top guns. And then as you go back, you went through the bomb bay. Then the radio room was just after that. The one radio operator sat there. And then farther back, you had the 2 waist gunners, the ball turret guy. That was the one place I don't think anybody wanted to be, but it turned out after the war they tallied it up, and that was really the safest place people were, because you were in a small confined area and you had a lot of bulletproof armor around you. So as unpopular as it was to be picked as a ball turret guy, it turned out to be the safest. And then we said the waist gunners, and then in the very back you had the tail gunner, and that position was determined to be the most dangerous. Once you lost your tail gunner, you were probably going down.
You can almost imagine what it must have been like. The smell of the fuel, the noise of the gunfire, not really knowing what's going on around you.
One of the pilot sayings are there's so many hours of boredom and then moments of stark terror, and I'm sure that's a lot of what these veterans were up against there, is that there was long flights to get where you were, and all of a sudden it'd be just terribly exciting and scared of what they were running into. One guy was telling us how he was one of the first crew members to get an electric suit because they were so cold up there. They were having to be able to go higher and higher, and they needed these electric suits. He was in the ball turret, and he's all squashed in there. It's a very tight area. He's in the ball turret. He gets so cold he turns on his suit and it shorts out and starts electrocuting him. So he pulls up his shirt and he's got this huge scar on the side of him where he got fried with the electric suit. But after he got patched up and got back and was flying again, he said he was just always real reluctant to turn that suit on, but it always got cold enough he wanted to turn it back on. The Liberty Foundation was founded by Don Brooks. His father was a tail gunner on the original Liberty Belle B-17. And Don's father passed away many years ago, but Don had always wanted to restore another B-17 and put it in the colors of the Liberty Bell, just like his dad flew, because he knew what it meant to his dad and all those veterans and all. And so he's gone on some very interesting missions over the years to recover B-17s and restore them. And we're in the process of restoring the Liberty Bell airplane now. But right now, to help us do that, we're touring the Memphis Bell airplane. We're able to give rides in it.
There are a lot of things going on for Veterans Day this week. So guess what? Go to IKnowJAX.com, look for fun things to do in November, and find all the details there. Thank you so much for watching. It's because of viewers like you who support us and follow us in social media and watch our videos that we keep doing IKnowJAX. 5 years, baby. I hope you'll be watching when we're celebrating 10 years. Time flies when you're having fun, and guess what? I know how to have fun. I'll be back next week with a brand new episode, and until then, I'll see you on the internet. I hope you enjoyed the video. I would love to hear from you in the comments below. Now, if this is your first time watching an IKnowJAX.com video, I would love to have you subscribe so that I can continue to help you find fun things to do in the Jacksonville area. Every weekday, I do a daily video update to remind you of the things that are happening this week. Plus, we do features on great restaurants in the River City and a weekly video calendar of events to help you plan for awesome experiences. And last but not least, every week we create a new full-length episode on all the best places to eat local, drink local, and be local. So subscribe, and I'll see you again soon.